Too much caffeine is bad for your productivity. So if you're on that roller coaster of highs and lows and sort of getting coffee to pick you up and then just feeling like you crash and burn the other side, just really think about the number of cups of coffee you're having a day, particularly if you're drinking coffee from high street outlets where actually the caffeine content in those coffees is much higher than what you would just typically make, somewhere near your desk in the office. But also just think about what could you replace some of those coffees with. So if you're someone who's just a real coffee addict, it can be very puritanical to hear people say cut out coffee completely and that kind of thing. So how about just using coffee more strategically? So having a small number of cups of coffee that you drink in the day and then replacing some of those others. A really great tip I heard was to replace coffees with apples. So every time you feel that sort of craving for coffee, eat an apple. It will give you a little pep because it will pep your blood sugar, but it's actually full of fiber and other goodness and things that will help you and also won't give you so much of that kind of crash and burn craving, which is what caffeine does. I remember a few years ago I completely cut out caffeine and cut out sugar, did a kind of detox thing for a few days, and the biggest thing I found was like this kind of overwhelming sort of dull headache thing that I just couldn't stop focusing on, just in the back of my head. And everyone that I've spoken to medically has said that that's to do with caffeine withdrawal and sugar withdrawal. So we have addictions to these things in our bodies, and there are things that we need to do to change that. But just one little tip can be just every time you have that craving for a coffee, substitute some of those cravings for apples and other things that are good for you, and use that to keep that little pep going, to keep that little blood sugar rush going, but to avoid that rush being the caffeine and the highs and lows that roller coaster can give you.